Good time zone race fans. Trez had to help me out. Thank you, Trez. We love Trez. Or do we blame Trez here? Do we blame Trez anyway, guys? Anyway, we have got our semifinals match for Mystery. ggreencola versus KTBean. Should be exciting. I hope you guys are ready for the semifinals. I do need to fix the screen to show the best of three, but I will do that in a minute. Commentary today, we have Axel Ryman and Captain MD13. Tracking, we have KTBean and Night Owl City. Thank you guys so much, and hope you guys enjoy the match. Go ahead and take it away, guys.
With pleasure, Skygoro. Thank you for joining us here on this lovely Friday afternoon. Happy start to your weekend, folks. We hope we can start it on a good note with some MMR. Axel, I think we're in for a good one tonight.
I would hope so. Also, a quick correction. KTBean is not tracking herself, Sky, you silly bean. But so far, we do have a twin mold start. So Blitz won, and what we've seen in the opening, no opponent start. Straight fairies are on, and
did I say blue? Oh man,
it's okay.
Blue.
Sky.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Look, I'm terrible with names, so I
know.
understand entirely.
I've known Blue Roses for like 2.5 years almost. You know what? You guys take it away. Take it away.
No worries. We gotcha. That being said, so you were saying earlier, Stray Fairies are on, no Epona, and Blitz won. That's not a bad set of settings to open up with. I'm still waiting for a Fisherman game required, but actually, come to think of it, there's no post world. What's it's called? That is locked out by Blitz 1 Twin Mold, is there?
Not that I could think of, actually. So yeah, in a way, Twin Mold start is kind of like the weakest start, because you don't really have to do anything after Twin Mold. It's everything else that has a check after it.
Yeah. Now, luckily, it is only game 1, so regardless of this match's outcome, these two runners are going to go at it again.
Mm-hmm. And it is true from Fox and Whammy. This is Mystery. There could be boss shuffle. And someone else in the chat also did point out a very interesting thing. KTBean is technically tracking herself on her own stream. The runners do track themselves, after all.
All right, we're going to see runners immediately go for those fire arrows.
Yep,
because
sitting right there.
Probably one of the most powerful elemental upgrades. We got Mountain, Swamp, Ocean, so that looks normal, and New Wave Start.
Yeah, New Wave Start, interesting.
Rupee and Heart Piece on Cafe's face, and we start with Deku Mask.
Interesting. So yeah, we did say Stray Fairies are on. Looks like Crates are on too.
All right.
Spicy already. And good timing, because we do have the fire arrows, which are the spiciest of arrows.
So yeah, much to Fox's relief, Cola did check Tattle.
Mm-hmm.
Shop looks relatively normal to me. How are the prices?
Prices?
Is a shield normally 40?
I want to say yes. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, I'm thinking like Red Potion. It was 20. It was 20 rupees. Oh no, Price Shuffle is on apparently.
Yeah, I think the shield is too expensive because I remember a shield being 40. I know the red. Oh wait, yeah, the red is normally 30. Yeah, I think chat's got that one. So yeah, it's Price Shuffle.
Okay, yeah. Shield is normally 80, so yeah, more expensive. Well, normally.
But luckily that potion is within reason. Overworld Blues, thankfully, are off, courtesy of Cola doing a quick sweep outside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if we get Keaton Grass. Was that a magic jar in the tree? I couldn't tell if that was a gold ring or not at the top.
I didn't see it. But it does look like Overworld Blues and Greens are off. And confirmed by Fox. It is a magic jar, and we see it on ggreencola's side too.
Oh, that means something else spicy is turned on.
Snowballs?
Not hit spots by the looks of it.
Yeah, definitely not hit spots.
All right, the Clocktown Stray Fairy can be found in Pirate's Fortress. Was that sewers or interior? Let me take another look at that. One moment, please.
Is it just me, or do those fairies look more orange than usual?
They kind of did. You know what it is? It was, oh yeah, no, they do look more orange than usual.
It might just be like the shading on the stream for ggreencola.
Yeah, I think that is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, it was sewers. Okay.
Ggreencola getting confirmation that it is a new wave start.
Oh, banger alert.
Oh, I gotta listen to that one.
All right, so there was a hard piece here in the East Clocktown chest. We're going to see if we've got vases. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it, so no pots. At least not for now. Could be dungeon pots.
All right, Cola's just immediately going to skip to room key here. That appears to be a big jar.
Yep, that's a big magic jar. Crates could also have magic jars, apparently, so yeah, it may not be snowballs.
Well, we've already seen 2 in short proximity, but that is usually more magic jars than anything else does point to snowballs.
Yeah.
But we did get an arrow drop as well earlier, so... Yeah, right now, Skygoro, I've got Stray Fairies, Blitz 1, Crates and Barrels, and Price Shuffle.
Yeah, I don't think that's actual magic.
No, because it's a big jar. It's just weirdly colored through the glass. I think so.
Maybe actually.
Wait, it is.
Oh, it is.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, that did not. Show of hands. Did anybody else think the model looked wrong in the glass?
Yep, it definitely didn't look like regular magic upgrade. But we got our first WAF hint, Mountain Village. Okay.
All right. That one's not too bad, and especially with fire arrows, that can make snowballs nice and easy. We just need a bow and we're in business, and bombs.
And a wallet, and potential gold dust, and potential lens.
Yeah, I guess there's that too. Yeah. But it doesn't look like Notebook is on, by the way. We have started our Gamba, as they say, for this race as well.
Gamba, Gamba. Must Gamba.
Oh, Fox just noted that I think Postman's got a bomb bag on his head.
That's a great way to deliver some explosive letters, I guess.
I feel like that's a workplace safety hazard, but I'm not going to go too crazy about it right now.
I mean, he runs the post office. He gets to decide how it runs.
Unfortunately, KTB got lunch timed.
And yes, explosive content today.
I did not see what was on Bank 1, unfortunately. Skygirl,
Mountain Village.
Yeah. How appropriate. The postman giving us some of his bombs.
Yeah, I got way too many in here. Yes. Cola checked it on the outside of Termina Field.
Yeah, so it's no hit spots. We haven't. We don't know what the story is with Song Sanity versus Long Quests yet. We haven't seen anything that would disprove either. Mountain Village. That could be Wath for something Epona song related. We'll see. Cola's having a tiny bit of trouble here with this, the Sword School, but recovers pretty nicely.
Wait, Seahorses has hookshot? What?
Huh? I definitely didn't catch that bit.
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody read a Gossip Stone that suggested that.
Yeah. Where'd you get that, Arctic?
Now, what? Cola just checked an NPC on the top of the clock tower. Is that what Clock Town's central pillar is?
I guess so. Okay, it's been foretold. Please don't do that, Arctic. The Kata Graveyard is also locked.
Okay, so that's Epona song locked. Oh, it's the Ocean Spider House reward hint. Okay.
For Gossips, Boat Archery is dead. Ranch Sisters had a bunny hood, but not required. Gossip Stones and Zora.
There. Oh, that is. Oh, and we can't use New Wave to get it. I love it.
Nice. And
Snowhead
Temple.
So, Rush Ice, yeah?
Rush Ice. Wait, we don't have a bow. Damn it.
All right, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, so Sky did mention find a bow and it breaks open the seed, and yeah, we just need the bow. Meanwhile, Green Cola is looking for Shadow Mario right now.
Oh, you have Cola's music up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm swapping between the two every now and then.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, so yeah, we don't have North access yet. We're just missing a bow and either Bombs or Goron. But yeah, the fact that Zora is behind effectively, now that's actually a pretty big deal because it's behind something that can't be New Wave, obviously. And
we can at least get to Lens Cave because we have fire arrows and magic access.
Once we get the bow, yes. And our way into North, yes. All right, we're going to get a quick peek of, assuming that Butterfly caught. Yeah, butterflies, which I haven't seen butterflies on a whole lot this tournament, but looks like they're not on this time.
Yeah. Romani Ranch is what? That's a fourth Waff.
That's Song Sanity confirmed. Buckle up, folks.
Darn, I knew I should have bought the racing chair with the seatbelt attachment.
Oh, good start.
GBT is foolish. So,
okay. That's actually a pretty solid foolish.
Yeah. Wart Skipper's breathing a sigh of relief.
Unless, of course, we start running into key problems.
Oh, that's also true, yeah. That's the only issue. Meanwhile, Wart Sniff is currently crying out right now.
Alright, so yeah, Green Cola is missing out on magic from Observatory. So KTBean going for the Observatory opener has worked out in a bit more favor. Now, granted, Cola's got Deku, so can still get that anyway.
Yeah. Also, thank you, game, for the Ice Arrow chest hint that we don't need, because GBT is foolish!
Thanks, game.
Ikana Castle is also foolish.
You mean that check with only 2 checks, one of which is now no longer a song now? Thanks, game.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, this is looking like a very spicy seed with these hints.
Yeah, these foolishes are garbage. Well, no,
GBT
GBT's okay. GBT's okay, but no, Ikana Castle on Song Sanity is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it's a red rupee on bank 1. The chat brings up a great point. The Ranch Waff is very scary because that could be, like, literally anything in Ranch.
Except Sisters, because we know that that's dead.
True. But there's like, it could just be the crate right in the front door of Ranch. It could be cows, although we haven't seen really enough milk for me to suspect that yet.
Could be soil sanity.
Could be soils, which would be really uncomfortable.
Fifth Way me saying, start suspecting small keys in any dungeon. Oh boy.
All right.
Looks like has an adult wallet.
And Grandma just gave us also Song of Storms.
Okay.
All right. So, relative. Hopefully, that's within reason. A nice adult wallet for Big Bomb Bag. Cola is going to check that immediately while KT Bean does the dongos. Flawless execution. Well done.
No, Storms cannot check the gossips. Decide to back out.
Oh, I think Cola doesn't realize that. Oh, he's getting the red rupee first.
Yeah, probably want that bank too, just to make sure. Or bank one.
Just grabbing some extra cash. Now we have no bottles. That's actually a very, very interesting. We haven't seen a bottle this early. All right, let's see how expensive that wallet is. 30.
Okay. Not bad.
Regular bombs are 100. Have fun with that one. But yeah, that's a free adult wallet. And now there's only one purchase we can't make if price shuffle becomes an issue.
Fox saying 100 for the adult wallet. That's evil. I like it, and that's what I was also thinking right before.
We wish.
That would have been extra comedy.
But yeah, Cola did not go back into Observatory for magic, unfortunately, so is going to be missing out on that. That is actually also our first logical projectiles with Deku Mask.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have Epona's song for 10 rupees.
10. Okay.
All right. Reset the clock. It's basically an Epona start. And that wasn't even in a way of the hero. Oh, Goron Race's All Knight's Mask not required.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, so KT Bean with that magic in tow is going to have much more of a reason to just tootle about places once Bo shows up, because right now Bo is pretty much, well, now no, the whole world is open. Graveyard is open, for example, although Graveyard we can't do a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, though we are technically out of logic because Observatory is locked behind bombers.
Not in this case, because we have Deku Mask, we can just get in from the outside.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that that's a thing.
So yeah, it's a Sphere Zero Epona, Sphere Zero Magic. Assuming, of course, you mash hay on the initial price.
Mm-hmm. I think the witch is trying to tell us something. I think she wants us to arrow her sister.
No. She's just giving her some supplies for boat archery. KT Bean's going to be very happy, well, debatably happy with the overall result of this. Overall result of this grandma.
Yep. Also, welcome, Bucky. Forgot to say that a little bit, but what we have so far: Stray Fairies are on Blitz 1 for Twin Mold, New Wave Star. We found Storms on Grandma, Pona for 10 rupees with Price Shuffle, a Fire Arrow and, well, technically Fire Arrow and Deku Start, some Crate Sanity, and a lot of Watts that are crazy.
Yep. Technically, the game could have rolled ER, but threw everything vanilla. But according to Tattle, the vanilla locations were marked as the required areas. So we also have hits for boat archery and Goron race as well, which those locations are their secondary like post game reward spots. If those were junked, the game wouldn't be hinting those. Or if it was random, the game wouldn't be hinting one of those.
Yeah, and we actually don't know if it's dungeon ER because Tattle just says what the dungeon itself is. So if Tattle says swamp, that means Woodfall Temple, or the location where Woodfall Temple is required.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to mention to Bucky. Zoromask required on Gossip Stones with a new wave start. We're not getting it that easy. And it's song Sanity too, so have fun trying to find a song that you can play for that.
Honestly, if we could just find Sonata, we'd be in business right now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, this seed has already been demonstrating some comedy for us here this evening. No way to check Curiosity Shop due to lack of bottle. But yeah, chat's saying swamp and whatnot is the play. I do think that's probably... Oh no, KO! I don't recall P-Hat having anything good, though.
Yeah, P-Hat did not have anything good.
Looks like Cole is just going to try again.
Yeah, if I recall, P-Hat hits like for a whole heart whenever you get hit by those blades.
Yeah, and we haven't really had much in the way of anything that could bolster that.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Oof. And yeah, Deku Palace is not possible right now.
Oh yeah, we don't really have a way over because we did not rescue the witch, and we don't have a Picto to compensate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and we don't have any sort of what's the word? Projectile that can actually hit the Octorok with the Zora or Gibdo or even FD.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there was anything in the tree. KTB would have gone for it by now.
Yeah. Projectile with the exception of Deku Snot. That better, Fifth?
All right. Oh, yeah, we are going to get our first look at Tingle here, courtesy of KTBean. She wasn't able to check this earlier without magic.
Mm-hmm. And we're also going to see... Oh, there's a Romani's mask.
Well, we found out what the All Knights mask purchase price item is.
But we're going to see our first trip of ranch, so maybe we'll find the Wop here.
We know it's not going to be on the blues. Best chance it's just on the crate, and that's all she wrote.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, for that price for Romani mask, it is a very exclusive bar.
Very true. Very true. All right. It is not the crate. We have a Pona song as well, so we can actually sweep for cows. Although, with the lack of milk we've seen, I'm not banking on it. Also, the cows are just kind of gone right now. So.
Moon cow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got some crates on chickens.
Yeah, I think there's one crate on chickens. There's the Goron race hint for KT Bean. But now she knows not to do that. Alright, so yeah, this crate has a green rupee, so it's not that.
Fisherman game is dead.
Again. Okay,
yeah,
fine.
Again, Arcticuma, yes, we do have crates on.
Also, Graveyard being Way of the Hero for something that's possibly not a song, that's another thing that's really spicy. And yeah, as Fox points out, because we've now seen the post area hints for all three areas, Wait, did we see Butler? I don't know if we saw Butler. Oh, well, we saw boat
No,
archery.
but we saw
yeah,
boat
that's
archery.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've seen post-area checks for all 3 locations. So yeah, Stone Tower Temple's vanilla.
It's definitely not in Doggy Race. So yeah, this is going to be a spicy Romani.
Ooh, so do we YOLO dog race? That is a very valid question.
Alkaline Ace is saying yes, you do it.
Yeah, looks like Cola agrees. Now, I believe without Mask of Truth, it's like a 1 in 3 chance for Gold Dog to win. So, worst case scenario, Cola just misses out. There is a relatively cheap silver rupee on Swamp Tingle anyway, although Cola can't get that, courtesy of a lack of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's not looking good for Gold Dog right now. Oh no, he is way far behind. That does not look like a recoverable catch-up.
Nope, it's not. Oof,
Yeah,
indeed.
Seventh is not enough. All right,
All
Milk
right.
Road Tingle, what have you got for us? You have Pendant and Captain's Hat. All right, Captain's Hat actually could be pretty useful right now. Actually, Captain's Hat would be extremely useful right now.
Very.
Unfortunately, KT Bean is currently broke. There was a 20 in the crate, and there's also rupees here. I think there's a few rupees here.
So with that Captain's Hat, we have more checks in graveyards, so we can get that Loth probably. We do have Stockpot in for checking.
Yeah, we have Staff Room. We can't turn in any paper. We haven't seen any paper, surprisingly. We've seen no bottles. We've seen no paper. KTBean going straight. KTBean going straight for the crate. Oh wait, no, this was a heart piece, not a red. But yeah, some rupees would be nice right about now.
Will KT Bean, though, go for the Gamba, though?
Maybe the doggy race chest has something. Ooh, Cola's gonna take a day 3 Deku Playground check.
Is an option.
Not a common one, but it is. Oh, that's okay, something else is definitely turned on. We've seen arrow drops, we've seen magic drops, we've seen a green rupee. Something else spicy is on.
Yeah, like we see Greg. Are we gonna find his brothers and sisters? Could be dungeon pots.
It could just also be part of crates, that's true, because there are some greens like in the barrels and sewers, for example, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops!
No!
Too early. Unfortunately, I think Cola does not have enough rupees to try again, so... is actually
going
going
to
to...
ocarina.
Yeah, is going to actually cheese getting the first... Okay, KTBean just got bailed out. So, let's see. So KTBean is going to gamble dog race. I would gamble with 80, just like Cola did, and save those last 40 for captains. Which I think that's exactly... I'm hoping that's exactly what she does here. Because that would give you breathing room to get, like, at least 3rd to 5th. Ooh, is going for... Okay, is...
They're confident.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, 90 doesn't seem like a good idea here. 80 will be just fine. Well, unfortunately, Gold Dog got sent in the back pretty quick here.
this actually works though for KTB, that could be huge.
It might work. Goldog is already is like pushing second. And remember, Goldog only has to be 5th or more to win to get the item reward here, so that is gonna do it.
Katie Bean gets the Gamba.
Now, was it worth it, or do we actually need something else to get stuff here?
That's the question. And
so, is it Lemons? Is it Romani's game? It's not this. All right.
Now that's interest.
That would have been a nasty punish for Cola.
It could have been, yeah.
But KTB now has more than enough money to get her captain's hat.
Yeah, Truth is dead now, at least. Oh, we have a chest here.
If it's in staff room right now. Oh, that is like one of the most insulting possible spots for Letter to Cafe ever. Although, actually, it's the most convenient because Cola can literally just turn right around and turn that in for paper.
After a little while.
Yeah, I take it back. It's actually very convenient, and that convenient comes back with you anyway. That comes back with you anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's convenient for this, but having to do it in the next cycle is just bad.
Actually, no. Letter to Cafe is gonna Letter to Cafe is gonna do us no good. Cafe didn't have anything noticeable.
Yeah.
Because it was just I think a red rupee and a heart piece or something like that. Not possible in Season 5 for Letter to Cafe to be in that location. I assume that has something to do with, like, quest items not coming back with you.
Hmm.
Alright, we're gonna see a Gorman race here.
And Cola's going to Observatory. We'll finally get their magic.
Yeah, luckily, KTBean hasn't really... Actually, that's a small lie. KTBean has been able to get Captain's Hat courtesy of Magic. That's the only major item that's been Magic locked so far. And she hasn't had a chance to make use of it, so it's not the worst for Cola in this condition. He can still catch up here pretty comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird that it didn't look like a normal size magic jar in the glass. We'll see if Cola can show us with a bit more clarity, or if it's just how the camera.
Yeah, it looks like the large magic jar.
Yeah, it is definitely not the correct model there. Zoe, think we found a bug you missed.
Also, welcome raiders from SDG Sean's stream.
It does that with bows? Okay. Oh, that's right, because sometimes it'll show the progressive symbol for it. Hello.
Hello, ice arrows.
Okay, so we just need a hook shot and a Mask of the Dead, and the whole world is actually open. Unfortunately, Cola's not going to be getting that this cycle, and also appears to not have gotten a Epona song yet.
Yeah, they definitely haven't. Because it's on the scrub, so can't really purchase it till now.
Right. Yeah, but Cola can just pop out with a Deku flower to compensate, so this is not the worst thing that could have happened.
Yep. There's the magic.
Alright, Tingle does not have anything noticeable except Stonks.
Now that's interest.
10 rupees for a silver? Sign me up any day of the week.
Yeah, I'll take free money.
Alright, so it looks like Cola is soaring out for now. KTBean's going to see that Sewers is the answer for the Clocktown Stray Fairy. So what have we got for Foolishes? GBT and Iconic Castle. We don't have a third Foolish yet, if memory serves. Bank 2 is in play.
Hmm.
It's a Sphere 0-ish bank. Yeah, it's a Sphere 0 bank 2. Because it was just behind Bomb Grandma, and that was free.
Oh, we're going to see All Knight's Mass purchase.
Oh, yeah, because that price is going to be shuffled. It's just a hard piece.
Not worth it.
And we know it's not 500 because that's currently on the Swamp Tingle second purchase.
Cola did do Playground successfully. It wasn't really worth it.
Yeah, it wasn't anything important, so we'll see how KT Bean chooses to respond to this. Whoa! Cutting it close there, are we? Getting the hard ones out of the way, though, I respect that. Because that was the one that Cola had issue with. Alright, so Cola's gonna get his very, very free Epona.
And boom!
Ah, what appropriate merry-go-round music for rotating platforms. Day 2 Bat Swath. You know, we don't have any way of well, we do have a way of checking if Mundane is enabled right now, and that's to go check the Seahorse. If it is enabled, then yeah, Day 2 Bats could be very much a thing right now. Yo, Skygirl, thank you for the Prime sub to ZSR. Thank you for your support helping keep the lights on here.
Add a free Prime sub, why not? Damn, now I want a sub. I mean the food, not a Prime sub.
I'm good. I'm probably going to eat later tonight.
Yeah, that's probably going to be me. I'm thinking some bacon-wrapped hot dogs.
You know something? I was literally just going to say, I had some hot dogs for Memorial Day, and I still have a few left over. Might just heat those up real quick.
We are seeing Honey and Darling with Deku. Not something you normally see.
Appropriate merry-go-round music commence. Now, we have not seen, as chat points out, we have not seen bombers. Not really the best equipment in the universe to do it. We could do it, but... Oh, yeah, and especially when you're in a scenario where you're starting to run out of checks, yeah, you start... At least if you're in this chat room, you start to suspect bombers 90% of the time. Alright, Cola is going to go for the coast.
We haven't seen it. It's been available for a while, too. Okay, there's our bomb bag.
It seems everybody's giving out fireworks this time around. All right, so that's very close to North Access. We just need a boat, which if that's right there, and if I just spoke that to life.
Nope, it's a bottle of milk.
That is also really good because that gives us Deku Palace access.
Seed is now opening up.
KT Bean's going to get Letter to Cafe way too early, unfortunately. That Seahorse doesn't look randomized to me.
No, it's just a different Seahorse from the usual Seahorse, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no, they just swap places.
I don't even think that can actually happen unless you have like NPC Soul Randomizer turned on. Then I think that can happen. Can it
would be hilarious. I don't know, but if it would be hilarious if for the randomizer it does swap the two seahorses just for fun. One of them just has like a different pixel.
Okay, it is not a type of soul in combo randomizer. Thank you, chat. Yeah, we could check cows, although I'm not very sus of cows at this point. I'm also not sus of skulls either. We haven't seen any skulls, we haven't seen any cows, we haven't seen... And you would think by now they would have shown up at least once.
Probably. Same with skulls. Or unless you said skulls, I probably blanked out.
But yeah, KT is going to Graveyard here, and we do know this is kind of the right move. This also lets us check regional gossips, where Garo Mask is hiding, which is Goron Village. Okay, that's not too bad. We have fire, so we can even check Keg Trial if we get Goron Mask.
We just need to get a damn bow.
It's actually, realistically speaking, there's probably a bow chilling here in Graveyard. I feel like that would be the spot for it. Looks like no go on Gossip Fairies.
Mm-hmm. And that was just choose on Clifford.
Okay. All right. Day 1 grave gives us Gibdo Mask. Well, guess we don't need Garo. That's free.
Purple.
All right, and
That
day
was a
3.
purple and 10 arrows.
All right, well, Captain's Hat's required. Well, if not very useful. That is also probably the Wath. Actually...
Goron Mask and Well?
Ooh, that's a gilded chest on Kita. There are 2 checks in Day 1 grave as well. The hint specifically points to the check on, it specifically points to the check on the song. It doesn't point to the chest.
Pretty much whatever's behind the knuckles.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're checking pots really quick. Dungeon pots.
Implants.
Oh, and lens.
Ooh.
That's
a bit spicy.
Wait, hold. Let's speculate for a second here, because we just found lens in... Fairy, Khmer Mask.
Oh.
So...
I can't check that.
Oh, that could be... We could have a Goron Mask in the well. Because if Gibdo is the Wath, Garo is probably available to us as soon as we get into the north, right? Also, Castle Foolish just became really, really powerful. Because there are lots of pots in Castle. So now our Foolishes are actually looking pretty good.
Lens does mean Shero's now available once KTBean gets her bottle.
Oh,
and
we got
we
soils.
do have confirmation. Yeah, we have confirmation that the soils are on.
All right, now our settings are starting to come to life, folks.
Who played Evanescence's Bring Me to Life for the seed?
Huh? Sorry, I'm bad with music.
The song is called Bring Me to Life.
Fair enough.
And you just said that the seed is being brought to life.
Ooh, Stumpy is a gilded chest as well.
If we didn't have that bottle, that Storms could have been important.
Oh yeah, could have been.
Okay, I regret saying Evanescence so chat would start quoting the song.
Why? This isn't Link's Awakening. All right, so KTBean's going to get the good stuff that we found here so far as well. So this is going to be her milk bottle.
Yeah, we haven't checked scoops. We haven't checked cows. We don't know for sure if Dungeon ER, keys, or Boss Rando is on yet.
Looks like the daytime potion... Oh yeah, the daytime potion price is still 20. But at this point, any purchase is affordable, save for the... because we already know what the 5 hundo is. And we have Adult Wallet.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if we actually needed that 500 rupee Romani mask for sound check?
I swear. Like, that would be insanity. Like, if that leads to, let's say, Oath. Because Oath, right now, we're in a song Sanity. Oath is a complete wild card. Oath can be literally anywhere. All right, fish appears to be fish, so it's not looking good for scoops.
Green Cola just staring at that 500 rupee purchase like, why?
And thinking that better not be required. All right, so KTB, now that she knows dungeon pots are enabled, is going to confirm or just grab a few more checks here in the front of Ocean Spider House. Oh yeah, we still have no way of checking late shops either. We can't get to Goron Village, and we can't get to Goron Village, and unless we cringe swim, we can't get to Zora Hall. Which I guess you could cringe swim to check for late shops. But I feel like that's kind of a stretch.
Who rolled this content? Good question. Sky.
Wasn't me.
I wouldn't mind rolling one. I just don't.
You know, I haven't rolled a seed yet, although I used to be known in Metroid Prime 2 Rando for rolling some of the most trash weekly races ever.
Ooh. I need to go see who be streaming some of that Rando so I can actually just watch it.
We've got a tournament going on right now, I think, for co-op.
Are you rolling any of those seeds?
I am not, unfortunately.
Damn it.
What is on the tourist center roof, by the way? More money, which, I mean, honestly, we could kind of do with. Money has been somewhat scarce this seed. We've gotten a couple jackpots, but nothing besides a couple of silvers. Nothing too gargantuan. KT Bean not picking up the hard piece.
I mean, they have double Ds. They're fine.
All right, and it looks like water is water, so it's not looking too good for scoops, but that fairy basically confirms it.
Yep, scoops are off.
And I think KT Bean is also going to just double-check, or at least double-check Mundane, but I don't think that needs to be done at this stage. We're going to go into Swamp Grotto, because that's open to us now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Swamp is probably KT Bean's next stop after this.
And I think we're probably going to see Spider House. Yep. Gotta check the soils.
Yeah, there's a couple soils in here. I'm trying to think. We're kind of running out of checks here. Like, Bo's got to show up soon. And I think we actually really need to see Iconic Graveyard as well, because if Day 1 Grave is Gibdo and Garo Mask is reasonably in play past that, like if Garo's not, well, no, Garo can't really be Gibdo locked for Goron Village in this context, I don't think. The only thing it could be is if there is like a Swamp Title Deed in the well, which would be a high tier degree of trash, by the way.
Yeah. Gibdo could lock Goron Mask, which would in turn lock Garo.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to get a little worried about too, because if Garo Mask is just like in Lens Cave or something, if it's like free, is what I'm trying to get at, then then Gibdo is the wath for something that isn't Icona access.
Mm-hmm. It's also going to depend on like where Goron is, to be honest, because if Goron is past that Garo check, then it's like, oh boy, it could just be in well. But this is gonna be spicy though.
Oh yeah. To clarify with chat, Swamp Spider House pots are not considered shuffled. As far as like dungeon pots are concerned, it's only like basically the post Epona song area pots, if that makes any sense.
Also, as chat pointed out, yeah, the lens is probably more likely the Watt compared to the Gibdo, because Gibdo is directly hinted, so that can't be Watt.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, you know what? It's probably just like hookshot on Shiro. Can you imagine?
No, that's not Graveyard though.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no.
Well,
for lens,
it's a lens check though. Yeah.
I realized what you meant.
There is a great fairy mask in the Swamp Spider House soils, though, which is gonna possibly be relevant. We have a Snowhead Temple Way of the Hero. That actually could be a pretty big deal.
Yeah. And
that being said, that being said, Cola is still currently missing his ice arrows from Gorman Race.
And also missing that captain's hat.
Yes, although we'll probably get both in one sweep upon visiting that region.
We are seeing Kamaro Mask, though.
That was also found in Wath Graveyard, so that should be looked into. That's not a bad call.
Okay! Nice hook shot in Deku Palace.
Alright, not going to say no to that. Mountain Title Deed.
Okay. Is that bait?
It's either... That is a pretty nasty Wath if it is a Wath, but it could be. We'll be keeping a close eye on that one. Too bad it's Goron Mask locked. But... yeah, one other major question mark is FD anywhere on, and will we see FD? Because if we do not see FD, or if FD anywhere is off, Cola's gonna need those ice arrows.
Yep.
For GBT at the very least. Alright, the bean check was a silver rupee.
We'll take that.
And it must have been a 10 rupee pickup. Okay, but it's 40 for a replacement, so watch out.
Ice arrows were on Gorman Race.
Alright, so KTBean is going to go grab that Gibdo mask. Cola's just going to get those rupees refilled from the soil. And we're going to see if Shiro is our Wath. Well, unfortunately, my guess for a hookshot on Shiro is now out the window.
More like it's buried in the ground.
Yeah, close enough. Not Shiro.
Right. Not Shiro.
Well, that makes it even more likely that it's the Mountain Tile Deed.
It could be for healing Darmani.
It could be. Except, unfortunately, in order to get that, we would need to find Song of Healing.
And
that could also almost be literally anywhere.
And yeah, as Chat just pointed out, like we still have the Mountain Village Watt, and this is a case where a Watt hinted item in a location could just be leading to another Watt hinted location. So
yeah, that could be. Path to Snowhead would also be another Wath potential lens required Wath location. Wath locked location, if that makes any sense. But yeah, we could have just a Wath chain here for Mountain Village. We'll see. We have Fire early, which does make Smithy 1 a relatively reasonable play if we could just get up north.
Oh, I just had a funny thought. Vanilla Goron Mask.
With a bow in the well or something? I'm down with that.
I'm just like thinking like with that lens potential Wath, yeah, could lead to the Mountain Village Wath of Goron Mask on Darmani.
Yeah, so I don't think Gibdo itself is the Wath here because it is directly hinted, as Chad points out too. So but it's still a great spot for it either way. Good bomb jump.
When I saw that pause, my first thought was, "Oh, what is it? Piece of heart? Oh, crap!"
Oh, right. There's tons more checks here now too, besides what's in the graves because of the pots.
Mm-hmm. Though the ones further in are junked. Well, they're not junked, but they just don't do anything. So yeah, not really worth it. Although not going for that Gibdo.
Well, no, that was the day 2 path because KTB bomb jumped from day 1. So she's turning around and going for day 1 now.
Okay, yeah. That's actually a better play. It's easier to get there. There's bomb choose.
Yeah, because day 2 was hinted dead already. The day 2 Iron Knuckle, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hookshot Iron Knuckles, by the way. It won't end well.
Also, yeah, chat pointing out that you can't have bow and well because you need ice to reach.
Right.
So we know that bow can't be in upper Arcana. We know that it can't be up.
Unfortunately, KTBean kind of has to do this the hard way with Kokiri's sword. Luckily, she has double defense, so can actually soak up 2 hits here.
Yeah, it could be lower Arcana, but we need to find an Ocean Title Deed and a way to get that Zora mask.
Cola, that letter to Cafe is useless. I don't know why you mailed that.
What if FDA with bow and well? No, FDA anywhere is not in logic for that.
Yeah, so as with FDA enabling some things, 2 things it does not enable is allowing us to skip GBT or get into Icona. Those are the 2 exceptions. But because we did have a kerfuffle about this in a previous race during the early group stages.
There's been a lot of kerfuffles about these mystery settings.
KTBean's double defense is definitely going to be helping out for a bit, though. Hopefully Green Cola goes and picks that up, too, because for all we know, Day 3 Graveyard is Wath. Actually, no, Day 3 Graveyard basically has to be Wath at this point.
There's the key to chest. We don't know what's in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
There's the bow!
That's been in play for like 30 minutes!
Okay,
it's been
Loki,
in play since we got the bottle. I'm glad you understood that joke.
I've seen that scene quite a bit.
Same. But yeah, that's a perfectly in logic bow. So
also,
hopefully KTBean...
Bucky making a good point. Did he just beam that when he has hook?
Yeah, he did.
Cole was just like, it's not about doing it fast, it's about making a statement. I will not be bean boozled.
All right, well, that is finally, after what feels like forever, our north access.
I didn't say it was a good one, Bucky. I just said it's a statement. Also, Alkaline, it cannot be Gibdo because Gibdo is directly stone, so that cannot be the wall.
All right, we have a chance to check for snowballs here, and with how many magic jars and arrow bundles we've seen, this is definitely worth checking. Butler is dead.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to have to say my patent phrase. Put P-balls in MMR. Thank you.
Yeah, the only downside right now is Cola is very hard isolating ice arrows right now. Until Goron Mask and a keg shows up, I don't think he's going to have any incentive, or Bremen Mask for that matter. I don't think he's going to have any reason to turn around, because we haven't satisfied our Ranch Wath yet.
Yeah. What about black? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with black ones for the skulls.
I've preferred cherry balls, but you know what? That'll do. Or yeah, just call the red snowballs cherries. Yeah, why don't we go with that?
You know what? I actually like that. They're more tasteful.
All right, so it's not looking good for snowballs. I think snowballs are off.
Yeah, snowballs look to be dead. Yes, serious business. This is Song Sanity. Okay, that's a cheaper Romani's mask.
It's an affordable one, at least.
Yeah.
All right, so KTBean's going to go to Deku Palace. That is going to give also that is going to give her the hook shot, which not a hook shot, sorry, beans, which can be the alternate way to bow. And remind me again, where did Cola find hook shot? It was in a night.
It was in Deku Palace soil.
Okay, and she's heading in that direction right now, presumably with bugs. So
no bug in that bottle right now.
Yeah, not yet, but those are pretty easy to find on the way out.
Yeah,
like
could also just grab it from Swamp Spider House anyway.
Yeah, I'm not too. I don't think we need to be worried about that for now. Oh, what is that on the ledge?
I have no idea.
It's a Keaton mask. Never mind, that's dead. All right, we're not going to see late shops. Oh, we are going to see late shops. I take it back.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on Cola's side, we got the Yoshi's Island music.
Okay, I could not see behind that title card.
I could not either, but it definitely looks dead.
I think it was standard, so yeah, it looks like just price shuffle.
Oh, also, chat does point out something. KTBean probably doesn't know that soils are on.
She can find out here, though.
Silver Rupee, I don't know for how much, though.
Oh, on Mountain Scrub? Okay.
Yep. To answer your question in chat, why is Keaton dead? It's because Keaton could actually hint an item in the random question pool, and because that could give an unfair advantage, it's just junked entirely for this mystery season. Future solution, remove the question.
So yeah, KTBean is going to discover that she has soils turned on. There's something. That looks free.
Yeah, Lens Cave.
This is probably Garrow. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so it was free.
Sniffer.
Now, Lens Cave is not lens locked in this scenario, right? That's not considered a lens locked chest.
Right, because you can use the owl to get there.
I didn't think so. So I don't think Sniffa's the Wath. Yeah, no, Sniffa's not going to do us any good.
Well, Goron Village isn't Wath, so it's really useless for us.
Well, Village isn't the Goron Village isn't the Wath. Mountain Village is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
All right, we're gonna see Smithy 1 here. Now let's see if it's cheap, because it could be cheap. Nope, it is vanilla.
Also, happy 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, you are joining us after we have just gone through our openings of what has turned out to be a very spicy Majora's Mask Randomizer Mystery Tournament semifinals match between ggreencola and KTBean.
And of course, thanks to our lovely trackers, Night Owl City and Blue Roses.
Indeed, and thanks to Skygirl for making sure everything stays in one piece on a technical level. That platform is not going to hold. Yep. There we go.
Nope.
Yeah, our settings today, we got some spice here, folks. We've got Stray Fairies, Blitz 1 with Twin Mold Remains, Crates and Barrels, Price Shuffle, Song Sanity, Soils, and Dungeon Pots.
And we have a required Zora mask on Gossip Stones with a new wave start.
You love to see it.
And it definitely looks like KTBean's going to get her hook shot.
Yeah, and this will allow her to get Bow as well on Stumpy.
Also, I agree with Chad. Huge shout out to shoutouts. And actually, you know what? Shout out to Captain MD13 for joining me on comps today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Axel, and thanks for letting me join you in the booth today.
You're always welcome in my booth.
All right, so Cola is going to check what's on Smithy 1 here real quick, and is just going to rush it and double time it, understandably. But yeah, KT Bean is looking like she's in a pretty good spot, not having to detour later for ice arrows, and having bombs as well, courtesy of Honey and Darling Day 3. Now, that being said, Cola could also backtrack for that at the end of this cycle, too. Hello!
Okay, there's the waft.
Yeah. Oh, that's nowhere near as funny.
It's not. Goron Mask on day 1 Smithy. Really, game?
I mean, it is pretty funny, but it's nowhere near as funny.
Gold Dust is found in Woodfall Temple. Okay.
Well, that's not a WAF location. That's a little wonky.
Are we in no mode? Good? Oh. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, KT's about to actually run out of time for day 1. So she's actually gonna miss out on that if she doesn't cycle reset after this. Now, that being said, she knows Village is Wath, so I don't think she's gonna risk leaving that behind. So, right now, as far as things we still need, we need Sonata. We need a song. So, Sonata or Lullaby will give us Zormask at this point.
We need to figure out if the lens or the Mountain Title Deed is the Wath for Graveyard. We haven't checked Snowhead, so we don't know what that Wath is going to be, but most likely a song at this point. And we don't know what the Romani Ranch Wath is, so that's going to be fun to figure too.
And we still need, so yeah, we could get away without light arrows this seed. Since Stone Tower Temple is vanilla and dead. All right, KT getting her Great Fairy Mask, which, I mean, if Snowhead Temple's got something behind a Stray Fairy, might need it.
Yeah, another thing that KT Bean has over Cola is a bomb bag. Cola might try to do Honey and Darling on day 3. We'll have to see.
Well, also, Cola's missing out on ice.
Well, yeah, that's also the major. But we've already covered that so many times. We just never talked about that bomb bag.
Fair. All right, Crybaby Guan will be giving us something here. Vanilla Lullaby would be pretty funny.
Yeah, also Lens, but Cola has not gone to Graveyard yet. So they'll eventually get... Actually, no, they may not get that if they don't check day 3.
The other problem is Captain's Hat is on Milk Road Tingle, and he has not gotten that yet. He's studiously avoiding Milk Road, which is actually a real problem for him right now.
Might get it here, though.
Is the second Milk Road purchase Great Bay?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, this would be an alternate spot for Captain's Hat. That could work.
Yeah, because first Milk Road Tingle purchase is the second one in Twin Islands, and the second one in Milk first on GBC. No, KT... Oh, no, you might mean Cola. Cola does not know dungeon pots are on it. But we'll probably check. Graveyard Path leads to... Oh, I don't...
It could be just Graveyard Wath to Oath. I mean, a song can be the end of the chain in Song Sanity. The song, a song could also just be outright on the Wath. It could be.
It could lead to Oath. So it could be like, say, Lens for Darmani to get that Oath. It could be the Mountain Title Deed trade-in to get Oath.
Yeah, and like Oath, for example, could just be straight on Lemons for the Ranch Wath.
Not in that...
For Song Sanity, that could be the case.
I would think it wouldn't, because wouldn't it be straight hinted?
Oh yeah, Lemons could be hinted, yeah.
No, I meant like Oath of Order would be hinted, because once you
get could be, yes.
Or remains it. Yeah, so the Romani Ranch Wath can't point to Oath. It would have to point to something else. But the item that it points to could lead to Oath.
Yeah, Oath could also just straight up be in Snowhead Temple, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, not... Well, I mean, it could be, but it's not the Woth. Hey, it could be on his left leg right here.
I keep forgetting what you mentioned earlier. All right, so yeah, Katie's going to get another bug. This is also going to be her excuse to check Stumpy. What is that? Nothing good. Well, nothing we can get because we're missing a song. Was that a Moon's Tear? Oh yeah, I think it's Moon's Tear.
It was either a Moon's Tear or a heart piece because it looked like a see-through crystal.
It looked a little... Oh, you know what? Also, Cola's contrast is a little deeper, so yeah, that could have been just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, KTBean's getting her bow. Luckily, I would have been a little bit concerned had she missed that.
Yeah. But she is gonna miss out on that Goron mask until a cycle reset.
Yeah. Oh, you know something? Another song could be really late here. Like Oath, not Oath. Sonata or Goron Lullaby can be really late here.
Hmm.
Cause, yeah, we need Lullaby or Sonata to get Zora off of Gossips, and we have no clue where they're hiding. All right, so Cola is going to turn in the rest of Letter to Cafe, although this is not going to yield anything.
That reminds me. Did Cola check Keg Trial?
Cola did not check Keg Trial, I don't think. But you can't check it without... Oh, Goron Mask did pop up late, so might have just missed it. It would have been out of the way at that point. Because I think Cola went to Goron Village first and then turned around.
Yeah, they did, but they also did go back to Twin Islands, and then also, I want to say go back... No, they went back to Twin Islands for something.
Oh, well, they went to Snowhead to hit the owl statue.
Oh, no. They did go back to Goron Village to get the baby Goron check.
Right.
So they could have checked it, like, right there.
All right, so Cola's grabbing some extra money. I would assume this is for Bank 2. Meanwhile, KTBean is working on soils and having to one bottle this. One bottle seeds. You love to see it.
I love to see it when it's Zora eggs because I like seeing the suffering.
Oh, geez. No, here's the thing. With seeds, I'm fine with them being trash. Just give me a way to get through the monotony, at least. Or at least give me good combat. Which we do not have, by the way. We are still on Kokiri's sword.
And we don't know where FD is. I was actually just thinking about what if like one of the Watts is FD, but I don't think it could be at this point.
I don't think so, yeah. I don't think there's anything FD anywhere could sort out.
Unless Boss Rando? No.
I doubt it.
Yeah. And Fox is confirming it's not possible, so yeah, FD would not be hinted at that point for a Woth.
We don't even need to worry about twin mold logic because we're Blitz twin mold.
Yeah.
All right, so KTBean is going to go to Icona, it looks like. Cola, meanwhile, is going to see Graveyard. Is going to at least get Gibdo.
Nice photobomb, Epona.
Insert Look at My Horse song.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. That's all you get in chat.
All right, so Cola sees the gilded chest on Kita. We could see what Day 2 Smithy is, and we know where the gold dust is. It's in Woodfall Temple. And we are going to get some Garo hints from KTBean, which could tell us a couple of things, because we're looking for a lot of stuff. You know, we're looking for three. We're looking for 3 songs, one of which gives us Zora Mask.
Ranch Day 1 Soil is a possible hint too. So,
well, let's see. Mount Smithy 2 is dead.
Okay. So gold dust is useless, but maybe we want the second bottle.
Ooh, nice recovery there. Madame Aroma 2 is dead.
That's a good hint.
What even is that, a bow? I think that's a bow.
Yes. Yeah, that's a bow. Also, blue potion. I mean,
very cheap blue yeah, very cheap blue potion though. So that's helpful. That tells me we're looking at well. All right, chat, buckle up. It may not have been hinted Wath, but we might, at this point we're starting to run out of checks here, so we might as well do it anyway.
Might as well. Sonata in Snowhead Temple. Oh, that's a possibility.
Too bad we still need Lullaby somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what we don't want to see right now? Way of the Hero, Song of Healing.
But Pamela!
There are a lot of pots in the well, though, as Chad points out. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty spicy area.
Which, that reminds me, we still have not found our third Foolish, have we?
We have not.
It could just be like, Woodfall Temple is Foolish or something.
It better not be sewers.
That'd be hilarious.
Cola did not check pots. I think Cola still does not realize pots are turned on.
That's true. Also, great defense by the Garo.
Ah. Can we have a sword, please? Oh! Okay, keg is required.
We kind of already knew that it was required at this point, but jeez.
Okay, so that's probably locking our Zora mask. All right, so Goron mask. We need Goron mask to tell us where our keg is ran off to.
Oh, okay. So, question for Chad, just so I can. Okay, that is a double hint. I was kind of like wondering if the Wafa Romani Ranch and that Garo hint conflict, so it probably is something else on Romani, but...
Sometimes hints can duplicate over Waths, yes.
Yeah.
Because that was considered a sometimes hint.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true. Song and a song location in Song Sanity.
Oh, I love it. Oh, the Garo fell down. Hey, you're needed up here.
Thank you for teleporting, Garo.
The fight's over here. Get back in the ring. But that is a great hint for KT Bean, though.
Mm-hmm. And Cole is probably going to get it, too? Laundry pool.
Thanks, game. We kind of knew that already.
Wow. What are these Okay, outside of GBT, these foolish hints have been trash. Ooh, Shrine has something big.
Well, the thing is, Castle Foolish became pretty big when it was discovered pots were enabled, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Dungeon Pot specifically, yeah.
And we did get a second bottle in Shrine Grotto.
Which is pretty nice.
Yeah, a second bottle is going to be very useful here. And that is bottle locked, I think.
Alkaline, no.
Wait, is it?
Even if Keg is found in well, it would not solve the Graveyard Wath, because Gibdo is directly hinted.
Hold the phone. Is that a bottle locked bottle? I thought it was in the chest, right? I don't think that's bottle locked. Oh wait, no, yeah, because you didn't need the bottle. You could hook your way to the bow. You could hook your way to the bow.
But you needed a bottle to get that hook.
Oh yeah. Because it was hook was in swamp. Yeah. Deku Palace. Oh, there's
also,
Keg.
yeah, okay.
Just straight up in the well.
Okay. Fun.
Now, that's actually big for KT Bean, because that's going to encourage her to reset cycle soon, which will allow her to go to Day 1 Smithy for Goron Mask.
Yep, and Cola finding out that Gibdo is required.
So, All right, so that means... So the ranch is hinted as Lullaby, which means that the Snowhead Temple Wath must be for Sonata. It's got to be for Sonata, something leading to Sonata at this point. So yeah, chat, have fun watching our runners full clear literally the whole game looking for Oath.
But no, we still haven't satisfied that Graveyard Wath.
Right.
So it can either be behind on the lens or the mountain title deed. Wait, Fox, can it be Gibdo? I thought because Gibdo was directly hinted on the gravestone, it can't be.
Nice, by the way, nice Bank 3, nice Giant's Wallet on Bank 2. Bank 2, putting Bank 3 in Logic.
French Vanilla Bank upgrade?
Self-hinted? Okay, so self-hinted items can be Wath, okay.
That's weird, because every time I've seen, like, the graveyard hinted, like, gravestone hinted stuff, it's like, no, that can't be the Wath. Now it's like, now it is. What the hell?
Looks like we don't get a Moon's Tear hint, unfortunately. Alright, so yeah, Gibdo Wath to Keg for... Oh, Wath to a... That's Wath to a Wath. Ew. Oh, well. So yeah, it is... That does mean it's pretty much an Oath hunt here. Unless we're mistaken and it just so happens... well, unless it's just a bizarre coincidence, actually is the better choice of words here. And it just so happens that Mountain Title D turn in or something does give us something important. But yeah, it looks like what KT's going to do is, yeah, when she gets Oath here, that is going to be Goron Mask plus Keg. And it's not like Keg's going to be unaffordable considering she now has Giant's Wallet. Yeah, she'll have the tools to potentially rush all 3 dungeons. Assuming it is Sonata directly in Snowhead Temple. So, we're going to see how this plays out. And now we're going to see if keys and boss shuffle are a problem. And with Great Fairy Mask, there's nothing in Snowhead Temple we can't do. So yeah, the Wath at this point has to either be Sonata or something locking Sonata or Oath. It can't be Oath directly, because Oath can be directly hinted by the Giants.
Yeah. My brain hurts now.
Mine too. That's okay.
Too much logic. BRB, going back to OTR, where logic is just a suggestion. Or, actually, you know what? I'll just go to the Cabo Rando. That is where logic is just a suggestion. Can a song lock another song? Technically, yes.
Yeah. For example, if Sonata is the Wath, Oath could just straight up be in, like, Woodfall Temple. Could be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I think KTB now knows something's up here and is gonna speed up.
Yeah, I did notice something looked odd about that, the Smithy item.
Yeah, so right now, this race does seem very much in favor of KTB, and assuming she does read the logic correctly here, which if that's the case, we're either going to be in an Oath casino, or we're going to be, if Oath just happens to fall on our lap along the way, we could be done pretty soon.
Alright, ggreencola gonna get their bomb bag after an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, thankfully in Cola's case, again, just like before with the magic, not having bomb bag right away hasn't been terribly consequential.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think KT Bean, knowing what she knows now, she's going to hit the owl, probably yeet over to Clock Town, grab the Ooh, cycle reset. Oh yeah, because you have to cycle reset after Goron Mask. So yeah, you're cycle resetting some way along the line to get this Goron Lullaby upgrade, whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bank 2 is a wallet-locked wallet, which is hilarious.
Ew. Chat just said something really disgusting. Oath could theoretically be in Stone Tower. Not in the temple, but it could be in Stone Tower.
Yeah, which, in that case, we definitely need lights. Or if it's in Shrine, we also need lights there. So if it's in any of those two places, we definitely need lights. So, yeah. Have fun.
Like I said, have fun full clearing literally the whole game looking for Oath.
Unless one of those watts points to a light arrow.
Oh, that would be nasty. How cheap was that keg, by the way?
I want to say 80 rupees.
Ooh, yeah, a little pricey.
Yeah. Or as Fox just mentioned, would require elegy for Stone Tower, which means the watt could also point to an elegy for that.
Oh, that's just extra items to add to the casino.
It's definitely the worst possible location for any item at this point.
Yeah, folks, take a seat and grab some snacks here. This is gonna be... Get some popcorn. This is gonna get good.
I would, but I can't leave the commentator's booth.
Oh, fair.
Also, I'm kind of burnt out on popcorn after yesterday's movie.
Fair enough. All right, quick detour to check Day 1 ranch soil.
Oh, and sadly, Cola did not check the Laundry Pool Foolish hint, and did not check the Garo hints either.
Yeah, those Garo hints actually playing pretty big right now for KTB.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a sword upgrade.
Finally! Only took us almost 90 minutes. Finally, offense. But thankfully, defensively... let me try and say that more cohesively. Defensively, we're doing pretty good. Courtesy of... KTB's got 7 hearts and double defense. So yeah, she is definitely in business from a defensive standpoint.
Mm-hmm. Arctic Kuma has cookies. I actually have Oreos in front of me. I just haven't been eating them.
You know, I do like Oreos. Golden double stuff is where it's at for me personally. A little bit on the sweet side, but otherwise not too bad.
I really like Oreos, but only if I have milk. If I have anything else with it, I can't eat Oreos. Or I just don't like it as much. There's a reason why the tag is Milk's favorite cookie.
Fair enough. Can't even argue with that. Ooh, that balloon is just teasing KTB there. All right. All right, so Cola is now sweeping through well. Hopefully he gets his keg through this, but unfortunately it's final day, so he's going to have to reset.
And there's the lullaby upgrade on the very convenient song check.
So yeah, I think KTBean's next port of call here is to go and, yeah, get him in that She's Not Soaring. KTBean's next call is going to be to go get Zora Mask. Because that just gives you 2 dungeons to full clear right off the bat. I would say...
I don't think he knows.
No, he does not. Yeah, that's bad. Yep, that's the lesson of the seed, folks. Double check which. Make sure you check all the settings.
Meanwhile, KTBean is going to be working on their Zora.
Now, if you are rooting for Cola, don't panic. He does still... If it is only game 1, so both runners will be going at it again next time. Oh yeah, that's definitely a bow.
Rip my fight money. I mean, my Gamba money.
Oh yeah, GBT is foolish. It might just... The only issue with GBT is we might need keys, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can finally give Skygirl my settings list.
You're welcome, Bucky. I put 50,000 on green cola. I'm giving back to anyone who bets against me.
Yep, we're seeing, this is Gossips, folks. Just run around Termina Field, play a song 4 times. And this is why it's hinted.
We don't need keys, we need keys. You know, those things that open doors?
Yeah. Now, it should be noted, keys can be in foolish dungeons. So if we have small keys in any dungeons, for example, the GBT small key could be in Great Bay Temple, or the or boss key could be in Great Bay Temple. So watch out for that. Oop, Cola smacked the dock.
Okay. Sky, a singular keys is not a coos. All right. Keys are not needed. No one likes bats.
Yeah, not as bad, but seeing as we're not going to see them today, they're still not as bad as bees. I mean, at this point, Pirate's Fortress is probably off the table. Unless we're hunting for light arrows or something, Pirate's Fortress is probably off the table.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's entirely possible that maybe, just maybe, the bees are guarding Oath.
Could be. If that is the case, I will happily repeat.
That will be hilarious. And that is Zora for KT.
Why is it Zora Mask on Gossip Stones?
Why wouldn't it be?
All right, so we are going to see Snowhead Temple now. So KTBean's just going to get the Wath here, find out what the story is with keys. And if it's boss entrance rando or keys, key shuffle. And we'll see if she just goes for it without stopping here. Oh no, she's going to take a quick peek. That's an arrow.
Gotta say, I do like the blue spikes on KT's Goron.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Then again, I am a blue sucker, therefore I like the color blue on just about anything.
Props to Cola for improvising with bombs on the Poe fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think a Bombchu was involved too, and it actually struck.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as cool as that is still not going to get him his keg.
Gotta hit those pots, Cola.
Yep.
And probably gonna skip it. Yep.
Got dungeon entrance.
And about an hour and a half in, we finally get access to our very first dungeon in this seed.
Yeah, after finding almost everything in the overworld again. Well, except the well. Actually, the well was pretty important.
Oh yeah, very much so.
And unfortunately, Cola has just busted out without checking those pots, so... yeah, Cola's not in a good place here.
On one hand, Cola does know that the keg is there. On the other hand, it's not good. It's not looking good.
Yeah, and I don't think this check is anything. Yeah, red rupee.
Double the red rupees.
But yeah, barring key shenanigans, we are going to zip through 3 dungeons here.
The wall could just be right here at the entrance, really.
I mean, Snowhead Temple, there's not really many trash locations something could be at, so I'm okay with this.
Snowhead Temple is just, like, not a trash area. Okay, it's definitely not for a stone mass, but we do like stone mass if we ever have to do pirates. Are we gonna get a cows check? We are.
Yeah, I would not even worry about. Was that a kill? Could not have been anything important since KT Bean's not going for it. But yeah,
I think it was a silver rupee.
Oh, it could just be vanilla milk for the well. Oh, that's a heart container, but KT Bean decides, nah, I'm good. I got 7 hearts, I got double defense, I got a mask of truth. That's not gonna do us any good.
That's not what.
There is. Oh,
GBT! Oh no!
Small keys anywhere. Buckle up.
Oh, that is fun.
But honestly, of all the small keys to be shuffled, that is the best one to get. The Great Bay Small. Because then you can just you can now just zip through GBT without any issue.
Yeah, true, but still, that is not something that you probably want to see in the seed, though.
Yeah, at that point, it's just a mild obstacle. Although Wart was hinted dead, yeah, that's the only thing the key locks, I think.
Yes, so we don't really need the key for GBT, but finding out that the keys, oh boy, that's not the... That's not good.
Alright, so I think... Yeah, I think we would like to find at least one Snowhead Temple small key here. That would just make traversing through the dungeon a little bit more reliable. Now, it should be noted, keys can be in, again, especially for boss key randomizer, boss keys can be in foolish dungeons. We had a situation where foolish GBT had 2 boss keys. Yep. So
it's entirely possible that Stone Tower and Inverted Stone Tower could actually have a boss key.
Oh, what is this? More bait?
Definitely
Postman
bait.
hat. Yeah, but Cola... Well, if Cola checks that and it's nothing, then that should let him know that there's a setting missing here.
Pictobox.
That could be Wath.
That could be Wath.
For Tingle Photo. We're finding a lot of stuff in both of these areas. That's a green rupee.
I'm vibing to this KT music. Well, technically KT's music, but Chrono Trigger music.
Why are we still seeing big gilded chests in the well, and why does it have a bottle?
That's probably gonna make Green Cola think, at least. Like, okay, I know Keg is here. Where, though?
This is a small key, I think. Good, a Snowhead small key. KT's really gonna be happy to see that. A little bit of a ring around the rosy there for that key, but otherwise not too bad. Another small key?
Nothing. Too many gildeds in Snowhead.
The Woodfall small... That might actually be important. If Sonata is our Wath, that would actually be... That small key would be really nice.
Are all the small keys just hidden in Snowhead Temple?
Be funny if it was. There's still a few more keys out there. That's a big gilded.
Jeez, Snowhead, why? Why are you
there,
so filled?
Yeah,
Sonata.
There's Sonata. That checks. That was expected. So,
yeah.
And now what... And so at this point, KTBean is going to probably rush the boss store now and double check to see if big keys are shuffled. Which if they're not, if big keys are off, then we're in business. And we can just get the oath hint right away. But now... Okay, Cola just got Keg. All right, he's made the discovery that he knows something's wrong.
Yep. Now we just need to see if Cola realizes...
So yeah,
well, actually, no, don't even need to.
And so yeah, I guess it turns out. Well, actually, we'll see in a bit. But yeah, I guess it turns out Gibdo was the only main thing that was important in Graveyard. Pity. I was looking forward to that mountain title deed being required. Well, actually, if the game tells us Zora Hall, then it could still be.
Yeah. And then you have another big chest in Snowhead. Why does Snowhead this season have so many big chests?
Hey, it's a big bomb bag. It's
I thought that was
bomb. Yeah, it's a big bomb bag.
Yeah, I thought it was a bow for a sec, because I thought I saw Hero's bow. But no, it's a bomb bag.
Yeah, that's bomb bag percent, because the other one is on Postman's Freedom. The Zora Deku Flower could also have Oath, too, so that could be the other reason Mountain Title Deed is required.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
No, Cola already has explosives.
Yeah. Cola did get the other bomb bag, the first bomb bag eventually, but it was a little bit on the late side from Honey and Darling.
There was another bow in Doggy Racetrack.
On the soil?
Yep.
Wait. There were 2 bows behind bottles.
Yeah.
Okay, game. Have it your way. Whoops!
Wait, Captain, this is MMR, not BK.
Nah, yeah, I know. It's not multi-world. Point still stands.
Okay, banned Snowhead from ever having anything good. Hello, GFS. We're glad to have you.
That, I think KTB will very, very happily take. Okay, so we have offense, we have defense, we're in Oath Rush mode. Yeah, I think the clock is ticking on this seed. I think regardless, we are almost done here. Keyword, think.
Yeah, about 2.5 hours to 2 hours, 45 minutes at most, I'd say. It's really just going to depend on that Oath location.
Yeah, like if it's behind, if Oath is someplace spicy, then at the very least we can probably figure it out through deduction, but... Oh, right, these are both checks. Arrows and money. Do we have boss keys? I could not see from KTBean's side. Nope, couldn't see it from that angle.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't.
Looks like she's gonna find out the hard way.
Well, not a bad idea to go this way because you can at least go to the Wizrobe.
True. Squeeze an extra check out of that. Alright, it is Boss Keezy. And the door does not appear to be shuffled either.
Yeah, Boss Keys on would have been super spicy. Because then you have that fear in the back of your mind that Stone Tower Temple is going to be required.
And with that, Skygrower, you have your settings. All right, well, KTBean's about to get mildly obstructed by a text box, but it looks like she's making that, making quick work of that obstruction. To clarify with chat, if you do not have Oath in your inventory when you get your 4th boss remains, the game will give you the Giants cutscene, the 4th Giants cutscene, and that will tell you where Oath is located. So... in KTBean's case, she has to complete the last 2 dungeons, which we now have access to courtesy of Sonata in Snowhead Temple. Hey, Swamp Title Deed. That could lead to Oath. That'd be pretty funny.
That would be funny, actually, yeah.
Nice lemon mask. Wow, yeah, Snowhead Temple had a lot of stuff. A lot of bait, too, because I think we can safely call it WoT just for what's it's called, just for Sonata. But at this point, with Big Keezy, this Woodfall Temple will be in and out within like 5 minutes. No FD before Remains, though. I'm mildly disappointed, but that's okay. Yeah, so in Cola's case, yeah, he's still not going to Gorman race, so he's still not going to get ice arrows, unless he just waltzes right out and gets them now.
Could happen.
Oh, the gold dust was also right in Woodfall Temple's front door.
Great!
FD could be in a foolish location under these conditions, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, despite some spicy settings and some ugly locations, this seed's looking pretty fast. I think this is a seed where the hints absolutely paid their money's worth. The Garo hints especially paid their money's worth in gold. All right, that boss door doesn't look randomized either, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sadly doesn't pay its worth in gold dust.
Not this time. Yeah, KTBean's just doing a quick sweep just to see if Oath is, like, doing a sneak and hiding, like, right here. Which is a pretty smart move, just in case it is in your way. I think... Do we have Dungeon Blues? No, we don't.
Mm.
They had a weird shine. They look suspicious. And like I said, not even 5 minutes in and out of this dungeon, courtesy of Big Keezy. Three, two, one. Nope, not quite. Ooh, the counter. Well done, KTBean.
Oh man, I just filed a DMCA takedown notice. Where's the boss?
What? Oh.
No, it's something related to my work, but it's also like a mix of the joke too. I saw something I had to just do some like really quickly, and it took me like a minute. And I look away, and suddenly we got Odoa's remains.
Suddenly dead boss.
Man, can't believe I missed it.
That was a good counter, though. Yeah, no, KTBean's definitely been showing some... Both runners really have been showing some pretty solid execution today. Unfortunately, Green Cola just missed out on the critical settings, and more importantly, the critical early spear area check for ice arrows. You know, at this point, somebody would... If somebody was a Deku Princess believer, they would have taken the Deku Princess by now. Because I think, given the circumstances, you might be able to get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Section.
Section feels pain every time a runner doesn't take the Deku Princess to the moon.
All right, so now KTBean's just going to breeze through this foolish GBT. And with that, we are going to get our Oath hint, a rare pleasure on ZSR. But yeah, this GBT should be fairly quick. Unfortunately, without FD Anywhere, you can't do any. You can't do some skipping here, which would be nice because with FD Anywhere, with FD Anywhere, you could skip any green turnkey shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Be hilarious if it just showed up along the way. But yeah, at this point, if you're rooting for like a real jet, you want to see Oath just fall on your lap while you're progressing through. So yeah, even though it was Song Sandy, the fact that Lullaby was hinted, I think the Romani Ranch Lullaby hint basically solve the majority of the seed. Because otherwise, you wouldn't think to go, well, the Gibdo Mask might still persuade you to go to well for Keg. But I think it just made it easier. The hint just made it easier. Put it on Stone Tower just in case. You know, we should have ran a bet for Oath. Oh, well. At this point, actually, it's going to be too late. Because the game is about to tell us anyway. Ooh, good go on Water Wheel. Ooh, the Wolfos knocking away the roll. Still knocking away the roll. Get out of the way. We're trying to be fancy. Thank you.
Greencola was frozen today.
How did that roll not bounce him back? Okay, fine game. Have it your way. Whoa, how did that not work? That usually works.
Majora's Mask is a very well-coded game.
Clearly. Link was frozen and gets the chest. Alright, this is Cola's Woodfall key here. So if he didn't know it was small keys anywhere, then he knows now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to be his Sonata. This is going to be his Wath. And interestingly, has not gone back for Zora Mask yet. Although no Ice Arrows, so kind of not really going to help. Because actually Zora...
I just need to learn that bomb jump that KT just did for that stupid thing.
Oh, yeah. Bomb jumping has been paying its money in gold today.
It pays its money in gold every time it happens.
Ooh, even double timing. This is yeah, it's unlikely that you won't be able to access the Oath item at this point. Because we've done the vast majority of our time of day checks now. I'm trying to think of any major time of day checks that would lock us out at this point, and the only thing I can immediately think of is, like, turning in the Couple's Mask. If that's where Oath somehow is hiding. I swear, Chad, if it is on Midnight Meeting...
If it is on Midnight Meeting, ugh. We gotta find a cafe mask.
Alright, looks like Cole is trying to find the stray fairy. There it is.
I hate trying to find it. And speaking of Stockpot In stuff, there's a room key right there.
Okay.
That is questionable. That is true, Sky. There is nothing saying that Cola cannot get back in this.
Yeah, there is a world here where, like, for example, let's say it's Stockpot Inn. KTBean's got to go hunting for room key. There's no indication to go back to Snowhead Temple beyond this point.
Yep.
So that has been a thing. I think that has cost some runners their races in the past this tournament.
I don't know if a frog could have it at this point. Because Song is on.
Frogs is not considered a long quest. Oh wait, no, Frog Choir is not considered is a long quest, but the frogs themselves, if frogs were shuffled, then yes, it could theoretically be on a frog. But
and we haven't
I mean,
found the mask yet, so
we haven't found the mask, and we haven't found a frog.
I mean, yeah, we have found a frog. It's in the laundry pool, which is foolish.
I mean, yeah, but
And technically, you found the springtime. Well, actually, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
All right, well, KTBean's having a little bit of trouble with this. There we go.
I mean, Pirate's Fortress is also a potential because that is a lot of checks. We haven't visited it once.
Ooh, you know what would be a spicy area right now? North Clocktown, because if that's the case, then we need to go get the Clocktown Stray, which we know is in sewers.
Oh, that's true.
But there's nothing stopping us from clearing sewers, so that wouldn't be the worst in the world. It would just be adding extra steps here.
Apparently you read Fox's mind.
My pleasure. Happy to be on the same wavelength. Oh, jeez, nobody checked bombers. I swear, if Oath is on bombers...
That's also true.
And if we have another... And if we have another, why do you people keep skipping bombers moment?
I think if that happens, I'm stepping outside because I'm gonna need to laugh too hard.
Yeah, like if it is like just actually North Clocktown, then yeah, it's either bombers or Clocktown Stray. All right, but yeah, we're in the last green turnkey room, so yeah, KTBean's almost done. Yeah, not nearly as fast a tempo. What is that angle? Not nearly as fast of a tempo as Woodfall, but still not as bad not having to detour for the boss key.
Sadly, no FD, and we don't know if FDA is on, so we could have just jumped over without doing half of this.
Oop, Cola got shocked here, so he's going to improvise with bombs and GF sword.
Yeah. Alkaline, yes, I can laugh on stream so you guys can clip it, but I'm going to be laughing so loud, I think the family here is going to be like, what is going on? Are you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm fine.
No. We are very much not fine.
No, I'm fine. I'm just having a hilarious time. Also, ouch, that bomb just exploded as the arrow hit.
Yeah, Green Cola had a little trouble with that one, but recovered very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait. I think what's going on? Was the fish in a bad spot, or?
That's my guess. I will say I never want to fight George without FT.
Incoming fish.
Nom 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 nom. Actually, yeah, I think in a recent multi-world, I had to fight it without magic.
Ew. That sounds painful.
Oh, it was. I still did it, though.
Yeah. Luckily, at this point, George is mostly an inconvenience more than a danger, because, again, we've got 7 hearts, double defense. Oh, we're going to see, possibly... Oh, yeah, we're going to see the springtime checks, because, yeah, Cola does not have know the end of the story yet because of the missing ice arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's going to be checking other things that KTBean skipped over.
And even then, KT's on the same cycle, so she could just easily go back and check them if needed.
Nice beans. If this is FD, I'm going to laugh, because it's a little late for that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Looks like I'm just a magic jar.
Oh, I thought it was a bomb drop, but yeah, point being, garbage. Oh, nice hop. Thanks, game. It is magic, you're right. All right. Moment of truth here. Where is Oath to Order?
All right. If it's North Clocktown, we're going to laugh because it could just definitely be this whole time.
Yeah, it's if it is North Clocktown, it is either just Bombers or Clocktown Stray. So at the very least, the seed is still solved. It's just solved in the dumbest possible way.
Yeah. If you want the super extra spice, Stone Tower or Secret Shrine.
Zora Hall. Oh, Mountain Title. It's probably behind the Mountain Title deed, but yeah, Hall is full clearable. Yeah, this seed is over.
Yep, that's GG. That's go practically.
I'm banking on Mountain Title deed. I want it to be Mountain Title deed. I want that. Day 3 Graveyard Waft to mean something. Because it was on the Mountain Title deed was from Rosa Sisters, and Camaro Mask was in Day 3 well.
Oh, chat brings up a good point. Some of the checks are actually locked out for KT, so that's going to be a reset if we don't find it right away.
Oh, yeah. If it's like someplace that involves NPCs like Stage Lights, good call.
Mm-hmm. If it's Stage Lights or Evan, yeah, we got to redo. But we're going to check Lulu.
Oh, yeah, because no, Stage Lights are locked out because of because it's post-dungeon. That's why it's locked out. All right,
okay,
Mountain Title deed, moment of truth.
Is the Mountain Title deed Wath also a thing? Oh, that's bad.
All right. Well, if you need to get up and go to the bathroom and do stuff, feel free to do so, because we have 5 minutes where we're going to be sitting around doing nothing. And meanwhile, KT Bean's probably just going to be sitting there sweating the whole time, because for all she knows, Cola could have done the exact same thing. Although, to be fair, I would think KT Bean probably thinks she routed this fairly well, all things considering, because I don't think she really had to make any crazy detours except a second trip back to Graveyard.
Yeah. Nothing really bad on this one.
But then again, you're in a scenario where, you know, it's not like a game that is going to knock you out of the tournament, worst case scenario, but nevertheless, you're still sweating. You're probably wondering, oh, did Cola do the same thing? You know, it's still going to be a little nerve-wracking. But yeah, no, thankfully this Oath Hunt is not nearly as painful as it could have been. That being said, Skygirl, when we do conclude the race, we would love to know where Ice Arrows, Elegy, and Healing ran off to. And for that matter, where's Big Man?
Well, we know where Ice Arrows were. They were on Gorman Race.
Did I say Ice? Because I meant Light.
Yeah, you said Ice.
I did? Sorry. Sorry. Well, you know what? It's because it's a Rush Ice seed.
True.
Because Mountain Village and Snowhead Temple had all the good stuff.
Yeah, so Light Arrows, Elegy, Healing, FD.
I guess Mirror Shield, but Mirror Shield, honestly, that locks like nothing under these conditions, so...
Mirror Shield locks one check, and in these settings, that one check barely has anything half the time.
Alright, so Cola is going to get Zora Mask here. Now, unfortunately, this opens up even more places where Ice could be in his mind. And that's kind of unfortunate. By the way, if it's Stage Lights, we had Fire Arrow access from the first minute, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we needed Zora to actually do this, logically.
True. Unless you wanted to cringe swim.
It's on Evan!
Alright, guess we're playing a song. Although Bo was a little out of the way, yeah. It was either bottle locked. We'd had storms pretty early, so it was either bottle locked or hook locked from Deku Palace. Hey, chat brings up a great point. This is Evan, the band leader, giving us Oath, a song that a band would play.
Yeah.
I like your music. Here's mine. Help it. Use it to save the world.
Well, no, considering Evan is stealing our song, he probably stole Oath as well.
Yeah, that's fair. How'd he get to the... Never mind. That's semantics. That's looking too deep. We are going far too deep. All right, well, like I said, folks, if you need to get up and go to the bathroom, feel free, because we're going to be here for a few minutes. You know, we may not be getting lemons, but we still get to hear the song.
That's true. Wait, no, KT, go do lemons. Maybe FD is there.
Oh, that would be funny. I don't think that's happening. Also, as Chad points out, unfortunately, Deku Princess to the Moon wouldn't have been possible under these conditions since a cycle reset was required.
Oh, well. Just go to the empty boss room again. Also, yeah, we're getting bombers.
Well, the good news is we have plenty of time to watch it while we're waiting for the door to open. I think this is actually the first time in a race I've called that we've actually been waiting for the door. Because it's not often that we have this scenario where, like, you have to literally cycle reset, immediately check one area, and then have to wait the whole 6 hours. Ooh, nice intercept. Indeed, Video. We were actually just talking about that. But yeah, KT Bean, she doesn't know it, but at this point, barring some massive technical disaster, she's got this in the bag. And even then, she just Song of Timed. So...
Ah, nice bottle.
I mean, we could have used that ages ago, too, and it's the Chateau bottle, so it's actually the really good one. What's everyone's favorite type of beans, Vidya asks. Toe beans.
KT Bean.
Who said that? Who said there had to be beans that I would eat? But no,
that's why I said KT Bean, because I don't really care too much about. So KT Bean is like the only one I know that is actually worth it.
High praise indeed. Although, if I had to pick a food bean, it would be buttered popcorn flavored jelly beans.
Ooh, that's quite a thing.
Very specific, yes, I'm aware. But I actually went to the Jelly Belly factory in California once and had those. Nice. And that's when I discovered my interest in those. So anyway, Cola's doing Bank 3, or at least getting money for Bank 3. It looks like.
Oh look, fire arrows.
So yeah, no light arrows required this seed. A rare pleasure, because light arrows are usually one of the dumbest things to find these days. And meanwhile, the scrub is just poking its head out, photobombing the shot. Or just peeking into the shot. Photobombing's not the right word. Epona was the one photobombing. Let us in. We got things to do here.
Appropriate Metroid music for the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, it would have been good for mid bosses, but we only fought like what, one mid boss this seed? Yeah, we only fought
the Knuckle.
The Iron Knuckle. Yeah, that's it. That's the only mid boss we fought this entire seed.
Well, we saw Wizrobe on Green Cola.
Fair. But yeah, it was Boss Keysy, and we found it was Small Keys anywhere, but thankfully that was not an issue. Because, yeah, that Boss Keys anywhere could have been pretty nasty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so unfortunately, Cola's about to discover his major mistake at the last second here, so he's going to get the ice arrows, and then, like I said, any second now, probably see the dot done from KT Bean. Now, granted, this race was on a delay, so... Yep.
Here's the ice arrows. Not that it's going to do much right now.
Oh, this one's not bad. Excuse me, Zorafins, that's not how it works. Oh, no mirror shield. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, Magic and Observatory and Epona song on Business Scrub was pretty nasty.
I was gonna say silly.
It was pretty silly too, but I do believe Green Cola is now also in the same Rush Oath mode. Appropriate music for alien-like enemy. Ooh, got another stun there. Well done. Fairly good incarnation. Oh, here we go. Now that's more like it. All right. Oh, wow, I thought that camera angle looked good, but apparently not.
KT got hit by one of the masks.
Yeah, and I thought they were off screen, but clearly not the case.
Nope.
And with that, KT Bean is our first runner to finish. A fairly solid seed overall, and she finishes with a first place time of 2:10.19 at GG's to KT Bean.
Mm-hmm.
And that
I think
being
it's
said,
safe to say that Green Cola has forfeited.
yes, Green Cola has forfeited and will not be finishing. But Green Cola will not be joining us for an interview, but KT Bean will be joining us.
All right.
And hold on a second.
Speaking of, yeah, GG's.
Thank you, GG's.
GG, congratulations on game 1.
Thank you.
So despite the painful wait, you were actually considerably far ahead. Let me put it to you this way. Cola only just got ice arrows when you were entering Majora.
Gotcha.
So your routing, honestly, you virtually god routed this for the most part, save for having to cycle reset at Zora Hall.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, Oath can be in a lot of good places. There's very few places where I'll have to cycle reset. And then it's on Evan.
Yeah, we would have laughed if it was on North Clocktown, because it would either be Bombers, which we only also just saw at the end when you were at Majora with when Cola was doing that, and that was a Chateau bottle, which, I mean, bottles would have been a little nice this seed, given soils, but yeah, this seed had a lot of comedy. We were giggling, especially starting with gossips.
Yeah, gossips for Zora, and then that Garo hint.
That basically solved your seed for you.
It did.
Because Cola did discover that as well. Did discover that without the hint, but also didn't catch that dungeon pots were on because you discovered that very early, courtesy of Day 3 Iconic Graveyard.
Yeah, I think I just figured for that early Iconic Graveyard play on night 3, I figured I have bombs. I can go in and check at least the grotto, and I can go see if pots were on. I don't think those pots had anything, though, did they?
They had they had Chimera Mask to Mountain Title Deed, which we would have laughed if that was Oath, because that could have been, and that would have been very funny. Lens didn't lead to anything, so yeah, Day 3 pots were sadly useless. The Wath was for Gibdo to keg.
Yeah, so that Gibdo Wath, I was thinking that it could have been first bow in Lower Ikana, considering I knew that Garo was in Goron Village, I think. So I was thinking maybe it's Wath Gibdo for bow in Lower Ikana or something like that. But then I found a bow on Stumpy, and then that plan was ruined. So
yeah, Cola did find Hookshot and bow first, but the lack of ice arrows, and also Cola was a bit late to Epona and Magic, which looked like the wrong model on our screen, so we were confused at first. We thought it was just a large jar.
Was it Magic off of Observatory? Because I'll be honest, I didn't even notice until I was saving Bomb Granny. I didn't even notice that I had Magic.
Well, and we were fooled as well because at first we thought we were fooled, but it had the large magic jar model, and the reason being, as we discovered later, is because it uses the normal progressive item model, which, like, if it was a bow, it would have been the quiver model, even if it was first bow. If that makes any sense.
Okay, that's good to know.
So anyway, Skygoro, we have some questions about where some missing things were. Where were Light Arrows, Elegy, Song of Healing, and Big Man? Because that's
a big list.
Yeah,
but I would be happy to oblige. Let's see.
Because a rare pleasure of not needing light arrows for a change, and an even rarer pleasure of getting the Oath hint.
Okay, so Fierce Deity Mask was Oceanside Spider House Mask Room Pot 2.
Okay, we weren't getting that.
Yep. Light arrow. Okay, Light Arrow was on Mikau.
Okay, so now where's Song of Healing? Song Sanity, folks.
Song of Healing, Twin Islands Underwater Ramp Chest.
Past Snowhead Temple, okay. We weren't getting that either.
And what was the other one?
Elegy.
Yeah.
And Light Arrows.
We saw.
Light Arrows.
Yeah, Light Arrows were behind Healing on Macau.
Elegy was right. Captain Kita's chest, which is why it was big.
That checks.
That would have been a scary Watt too.
Oh yeah, like if so, KTBean, what were your thoughts going through before the Oath hint? Like what locations were you dreading?
Probably anything I had to reset cycle for. I mean, at least this time I had Gibdo if it was, beneath the well. That's what happened to my last seed. But I guess any healing checks would have been scary. Like Darmani or something. Like if it's in Mountain Village. Or like Goron Village too, because it could have been in Lens Cave.
All right, and we're just doing one quick double check to see if FD Anywhere was also on. Shoutouts to that 500 rupee Romani's mask on Swamp Tingle.
Milk Road Tingle.
Oh yeah, it was Milk Road Tingle. That's right. But yeah, no. I'm trying to think about anything else in particular. Were you nervous during the final hours march?
Yeah, I was. Because, if I had just done Hall before going in the Great Bay Temple, I wouldn't have to wait. But there's no way I could have known, so.
And FD Anywhere was off, so ice arrows were hard required. So yeah, Cola wasn't getting around that, unfortunately.
Vidya did say that we have to know the most important question. What is KT Bean's favorite type of bean?
Favorite type of bean? I mean, I do
Yes.
like the magic beans in the game, I guess.
Magic beans are pretty good, to be fair.
Valid answer. We were also getting both requesting a little bit of spice, but also worried for both you and Cola if Oath was in Stone Tower. Since, Elegy and Light Arrows Casino at that point.
Yeah, that would have been an absolute train wreck. So thankfully that wasn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because light arrows were locked by Song of Healing. This was a seed where it could have been so bad, but it ended up pathing so good, is the way I would describe it. That being said, you still got at least one more game to go.
Yes.
But, yep, Cola's not out of this yet, so buckle up, folks. We are not done. But yeah, you checking the Garrow hints definitely, I would say, was probably the biggest seed solver for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just figured I might as well just check them while I'm there, even though it was a little painful with just Kokiri's sword. But sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. I've had a bunch of Garrow hints that were useless to me before in practice runs, but sometimes they pay out, like today. Honestly, I would have been fine if it was just the Smithy 2 hint, because that was a nice one just to start off with.
It was, especially since, Gold Dust was all the way in Woodfall Temple's front door, so you would have had to go through Snowhead first to pick up Sonata and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chad explains it the best. The sea was a rough start with a very clean finish. Because, once you had Sonata, you basically were able to just zip through the whole rest of the game, even with small keys anywhere.
Yeah, and thank goodness there was a small key for Snowhead Temple in Snowhead Temple.
I think there were actually... Oh, no, wait, it was a Woodfall key. That's right. There was one Woodfall key, Snowhead key in a fairly convenient spot. That being said, what's next on our docket here for races? Oh, your next race is tomorrow night, same time.
Yep.
And we should have a restream for that. We do have a restreamer.
And
so we just need volunteers.
Yeah, and should that race, should that result in a game 3, the following race from that will be Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, folks, buckle up. This series is not over yet, but next weekend, Friday night, join us for what I believe is going to be a doubleheader of Pojo Lone Wolf versus Pixel Shake for the other side of the semifinals.
Since Shake is, in fact, Australian, it is difficult to time around that. So a doubleheader is planned.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We still need a couple volunteers for some of those races. So, yep, definitely if you're part of the MMR community, apply for a commentator or tracker position and help out.
Yep, and you can visit the Discord to find out all about that. The requirements for being a tracker are clicking things.
I do like my
having a
shiny
little
buttons,
bit of
which is
knowledge.
how I can do it.
And knowing that Shan will feed you cookies.
And getting to laugh alongside us in the booth when we discover trash logic like Zora Mask on Gossip Stones behind a, let's be real here, fairly late lullaby.
Downside,
Well, only...
you have to hear me talk about my ex-wives.
Oh my.
Okay. Alright, on that note, we are going to go ahead and raid over to ZSR2. I believe they are doing Zelda 2. I think they had to restart the match. I think it's like a thing that you can do in ZSR2 if both runners don't like the seed that was given.
Yeah, Z2 can be a fairly fast restart. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go over to them. I would like to thank our runners, ggreencola and KTBean. Congratulations, KTBean, on your first victory. Should be fun set to watch. Let's see.
And thank you for the restream.
Oh, no problem. Absolutely my pleasure. All right, our commentary team for today was Blue Roses. No, I'm kidding. It was Axel Ryman and Captain MD13. Thank you guys so much. And our trackers for this evening were Blue Roses for you and Night Owl City. Thank you guys so much. We can't do it without our volunteers. Yeah, KTBean. I said that earlier. I was like, KTBean's tracking.
Yeah, racing and tracking herself on the restream side somehow.
I mean, I was tracking myself, but on my stream, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't lie, technically.
True.
Alright. Anyway, yep, rating over to ZSR2. Thank you guys so much for watching. For some reason, I can't pay out the prediction unless it was already paid out. In which case, everybody enjoy your money. Alright.
Woo!
Alright, see you guys around. See you for some more MMR. We got OTR Weekly coming up soon as well. So yeah, lots of ZSR content coming. And everybody, take care.